We live in a world where most people are weak. Fortunately, getting to the top is easier than ever before. But let me be clear, you can't do it alone. Even the strongest people in the world were not always at the top. Everyone needs someone to guide them throughout their journey. There are tons of examples in anime that show us that a strong mentor was always active in the presence of a promising pupil. Today, we will go over the most valuable rule when starting your conquest for power. This law is pivotal at creating lifelong connections, while also keeping you focused and disciplined. What we will discuss today is the blueprint for the foundation of your success. Now let's not waste another second. It's time to get started. Law number 1, never outshine the master.
When you're beginning your pursuit to gain power, remember to always make those above you feel comfortably superior. In your desire to please and impress them, do not go too far in displaying your talents, or you might accomplish the opposite. You could inspire fear and insecurity. Make your masters appear more brilliant than they are, and you will attain the heights of power. Let's look at Mob Psycho 100 as an example. In the bustling world of exorcisms and psychic battles, Mob Psycho 100 stands out as a profound narrative that intertwines supernatural elements with deep psychological and philosophical insights. One of the most striking aspects of the story is how it embodies Law 1 of Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power: never outshine the master. The story centers around Shigeo Kageyama, affectionately known as Mob, a seemingly unremarkable middle school boy with extraordinary psychic abilities. Despite his immense power, Mob is unassuming and humble, often appearing to be the weakest character in the room. His mentor, Arataka Reigen, is a con artist posing as a powerful psychic. Reigen, while lacking genuine psychic abilities, is a master of charisma, manipulation, and showmanship. From the outset, Mob's relationship with Reigen perfectly illustrates the essence of Law 1. Despite knowing his own superior psychic powers, Mob consistently defers to Reigen, treating him with respect and never challenging his authority. This dynamic is not born out of ignorance or fear, but from Mob's intrinsic values and his understanding of the importance of maintaining social harmony. Reigen, for his part, relies heavily on Mob's powers to maintain his facade as a powerful psychic. However, he is acutely aware that Mob could easily outshine him and dismantle his carefully constructed persona. Instead of allowing this to happen, Reigen often praises Mob for his abilities, while simultaneously framing himself as the wise, guiding mentor. This balance ensures that Reigen retains his position of authority and influence, while Mob continues to grow and learn under his guidance. Throughout the series, there are moments when Mob's true power becomes apparent to those around him. However, he never uses this power to undermine or overshadow Reigen. Instead, Mob's loyalty and humility reinforce Reigen's status. Even when other characters attempt to manipulate or challenge Reigen's authority, Mob remains steadfast, understanding that openly outshining his master would disrupt the balance and ultimately harm both of them. The climax of their relationship comes when Mob learns to truly value himself and his abilities, but even then, he does not seek to diminish Reigen. Instead, Mob's growth reflects his inner journey and personal understanding, which Reigen acknowledges and respects. This mutual respect and careful balance allow both characters to thrive, demonstrating the power of subtlety and the wisdom of never outshining the master. In Mob Psycho 100, Mob's journey is not just about mastering his psychic abilities, but also about navigating the complex social dynamics around him. His relationship with Reigen teaches him, and the audience, the importance of humility, respect, and the strategic balance of power. Through Mob and Reigen, the series masterfully illustrates Law 1, showing that true power often lies in knowing when to let others shine.
Listen, people are insecure. As we age, we experience improvements as well as declines in certain areas of our life. Our superiors experience this as well. Remember, they are human, just like you, which means their emotions can affect their actions. Feed into their ego to not only benefit your needs, but to also bring out the best in your master. This practice comes in handy when you begin to lead and become a master in your own right. To gain a better understanding of this concept, let's look at the relationship between Goku and Master Roshi.
Master Roshi, an experienced martial artist and mentor to Goku, often exhibits his wisdom and skill, but he also faces moments of insecurity dealing with his age and vices. These insecurities are on full display when Goku surpasses him. However, Goku, embodying the essence of this law, respects his master and acknowledges his guidance, never seeking to overshadow him intentionally. Instead, Goku demonstrates humility and gratitude, recognizing Master Roshi's role in his own growth and development. Here are 4 traits that Goku demonstrates in his relationship with Master Roshi. Trait number 1, respectful attitude. When Goku first begins his martial arts training under Master Roshi, he shows respect and obedience towards his master. Despite his natural talent and potential, Goku never questions Roshi's methods or tries to assert his own superiority. Instead, he diligently follows Roshi's instructions and trusts in his mentor's guidance. Trait number 2. Acknowledgement of superiority. Master Roshi teaches Goku and Krillin various techniques, such as the Kamehameha Wave. Although Goku quickly masters these techniques and even improves upon them, he always acknowledges Roshi as the originator and master of these techniques. Goku never claims credit for himself or tries to overshadow Roshi's authority in this regard. Trait 3. Gratitude and humility. Throughout the series, Goku consistently refers to Master Roshi with honorific titles such as Master or Master Roshi. This language reflects Goku's deep respect for his mentor and reinforces the hierarchical relationship between them. Even as Goku grows stronger and gains recognition as a powerful warrior, he maintains this respectful attitude towards Roshi. Trait 4. Balanced dynamics. The relationship between Goku and Master Roshi maintains a balance of power, with Goku showing obedience and deference, while Roshi provides guidance and support. This equilibrium ensures harmony within their relationship and allows both characters to grow and develop together. We see in the beginning of the Dragon Ball saga, and even all the way to the Tournament of Power. These 4 traits can ensure a positive relationship between student and master.
Don't think for a second that your master isn't constantly growing and learning. You can never underestimate how much wisdom you can gain. You also can take for granted when the information will be available to you. Sometimes ego causes us to become arrogant and impatient, which also curses us with a lack of self-awareness and overconfidence. Some would even outshine and shame their own master. Just as we pointed out before, even our superiors can be insecure, and when you don't feed into their ego, it can lead to dangerous consequences. If you're ever to be seen as the enemy by your master, just know that they could also have some wisdom or experience that you're unaware of. In other words, a secret weapon. A good example of this is displayed by Guts and Griffith's relationship in one of the most notorious anime series of all time, Berserk. It demonstrates a prime example of not respecting the first law of power, which ultimately leads to everyone's worst fear: a powerful enemy.
When Guts first joins the Band of the Hawk, he is initially subordinate to Griffith, the leader of the mercenary band. Guts recognizes Griffith's charisma, leadership, and ambition, and he willingly follows Griffith's commands on the battlefield. As Guts proves himself on the battlefield, his strength, skill, and reputation surpass those of his fellow mercenaries. His prowess in combat and his relentless determination earn him respect and admiration from his comrades, including Griffith himself. Despite his rising status within the Band of the Hawk, Guts maintains respect and loyalty towards Griffith. He acknowledges Griffith as his leader and remains committed to their shared goals of achieving greatness and fulfilling Griffith's dream of obtaining his own kingdom. However, over time, tensions arise between Guts and Griffith as Guts's individuality and independence clash with Griffith's desire for control and possession. Guts's refusal to be completely subservient to Griffith's ambitions creates a strain in their relationship, leading to eventual conflict and betrayal. Guts ultimately decides to leave the Band of the Hawk in pursuit of his own path, triggering Griffith's descent into darkness, starting with erratic behavior that causes him to be tortured. Then even when he's saved by Guts, his ego and insecurity was so great that Griffith not only disliked Guts, but also blamed him for his own actions. Seeing Guts as his former student turned enemy created resentment and desperate rage, which led to one of the darkest events in anime, known as the Eclipse. This betrayal highlights the consequences of challenging or overshadowing a master figure, as it leads to devastating consequences for both Guts and Griffith. Overall, Guts' journey in Berserk explores themes of power dynamics, loyalty, and the consequences of challenging authority. While he initially adheres to the first law of power by respecting Griffith as his master, their complex relationship ultimately leads to a tragic confrontation that shapes the course of the story.
When you find someone who is willing to guide you in your journey, always remember they are also giving you two of the most valuable resources a master can give a student: their time and energy. Keep in mind these are two things a person can't get back once it's given away. Aim to always create relationships in which both parties benefit from each other. You should do this not only to create long-lasting bonds, but also to avoid vengeance from an experienced foe. As stated earlier, you can't do it alone. Many masters have become successful in areas that you wish to succeed in, but they have also made many mistakes. This is key because they also have the wisdom to help you avoid those mistakes to accelerate your success. Be sure to show your gratitude, as this will be key to helping you achieve your ultimate goal: power.
Do you practice this law? What about any of the other 48 laws of power? Subscribe today to follow us on this journey to self-mastery, and let us know in the comments if you ever seen examples of today's topic in your favorite anime series.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget the first rule of power: never outshine the master. Till next time.